G'day fellas, and welcome back to the channel. Quick recap of last week. We went 7 from 8. The only game we lost being the Panthers to Para, which I'm pretty sure everybody would have lost, to be fair. Anyway, what I'm going to do this week is leave a link to the team list down below. They might have changed from the time that I'm recording this video. This week is, of course, very finicky because so many coaches are straight up resting players. It's a mess. Research will be pivotal for winning this week. I'm here to make it a little bit easier, though, with my tips. Let's get into it. First game of the week on Thursday, the Broncos hosting the Stormies. So obviously, like I said, there's many outs, but we will see Pap, Will Warbrick, Justin Olam, and Tarek Sims play. Now, obviously, this game doesn't really matter, but if you are a trends kind of person, the Broncos haven't beaten the Storm at Suncorp since 2009. Doesn't sound real, but apparently it is. The make or break for me here is that there seems to be less outs for the Stormies, and that is the sole reason I'm taking them here. Storm 1-12. First game of Friday, Manly hosting the Tigers. Manly's only change from that doggies thrashing is Dean Madison coming onto the bench. Tigers will be missing Alex Twal and Jake Simpkins. Appy will be at halfback here as well. I do think home ground plays such a huge advantage in the final round, especially since these Manly fans won't see their team until next year. It should be a lot of fun, but I'm taking Manly 1-12. Second game of Friday night, and what a game it should be. The Bunnies hosting the Roosters. It'll pretty much be split 50-50 in terms of fans, I believe. It is at a core stadium. Now, both teams are in a three-way tie with the Cowboys, and it really is a winner takes all, but it'll need to be by a decent margin. Teddy is back, which is a huge up, whilst Latrell will be out here. I don't know what's happened to the Bunnies, but all I know is pretty much all of my family are Bunny supporters, even the ones who moved from New Zealand to Australia, and they'd shoot me for taking the Roosters here. The Roosters haven't beaten the Rabbitohs at a core since 2018, and it just wouldn't feel like a postseason if the Rabbitohs weren't involved one way or another. Take who you like here, but I'm going to be taking the Rabbitohs 1-12. The first game is Saturday. The Dolphins are hosting the Warriors. Now, Tamari Martin at 5'8" will be great to see whilst the Wars rest most of their key starters. Jesse Bromwich suits up for the Finns, and thank goodness the Hammer is back at fullback. I said I wouldn't back the Finns for the rest of the year, and I'm a man of my word. For one, I think the Warriors youth will be eager to prove themselves, and if the Warriors win this game, it'll mark just the second time in club history that they've won 8 games in a row. Whilst the Dolphins have lost, are you ready, 10 of their last 11. Warriors 1-12. The second game is Saturday, the Panthers hosting the Cowboys. Now, apparently, according to the list, the Panthers have a lot of starters in, but Ivan always does this. I'm sure come game time, the entire roster will be all messed up. The Cowboys did win this matchup last time versus the Baby Panthers in Golden Point. That was during Origin, though. But for some reason, I'm just feeling the Panthers here. As much trickery as Ivan plays, I know for a fact that he wants to win back-to-back minor premierships. And whilst resting should be the main priority, I don't think every starter will be out. Now, the Cows need this win, like we said earlier. If the Bunnies lose and the Cows win, the Cowboys should go through. Val Holmes is a massive out here, and I do want the Cows in the postseason, but I'm going to take the Panthers here, 1-12. The third game is Saturday, the Dragons hosting the Knights. Kalen Ponga will be out of this matchup, but that shouldn't stop a rampaging Knights team, who appear, again, to the team list to not be resting a lot of starters, even though the semis are locked at this point. Fun fact, the Dragons have won 5 of their last 6 against the Knights. The Dragons are the favorites here though, so I'm kind of at a loss because the listings show most starters, but clearly the bookies see otherwise. Do your research, but for now, I'm taking the Knights in this matchup, 1-12. First game of Sunday, 2 teams that won't be in the postseason. The Titans hosting the Doggies. Now, Tavita has fluffed off. He's gone to boxing. Good luck to that bloke. For a period there, the Titans look like they might have a crack at the semis, but ended up losing 6 of their last 7. But I just don't see the Doggies to get it done here at all. Unfortunate year for the Doggies. Injuries seem to derail them from contention pretty early on, and I think this is the most much-needed postseason break I've ever seen in the NRL. Good luck to the Doggies for next year. Hopefully they come back stronger with a bunch more Panthers, but I'm taking the Titans here, 1-12. And to wrap it up, the last game of the regular season for the NRL in 2023, the Sharkies hosting the Raiders. Now, Nico Hines is back after missing the Knights game, but bigger news out of Raiders camp, Corey Horsburgh could play if he's cleared, but the judiciary might give him a 4-game ban. The Sharks are incredibly strong at home and have won 5 of their last 7 there. Both teams really need this win for the finals, and I was really pulling for the Raiders to be my dark horse team, but few teams can bang with the Sharkies at home. If Nico Hines gets active early like he should do, I see there being a lot of points scored here, and I hate to do it. I wanted the Raiders, but I'm going to take the Sharkies here, 1-12. Now, that was pretty difficult. What an absolute mess this round is going to be, but also a lot of fun. Keep your eyes tuned for that Bunnies-Roosters game. A lot of postseason implications going on there. Sharkies-Raiders should be awesome as well. And the Panthers and Cowboys. I don't know what the top 8 is going to look like after this week, man. It's going to be absolutely hectic, but good luck to you. Hopefully you get 8 from 8. I'm really pulling for it for you, but I'm going to get out of here. If you made it this far in the video, you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day is awesome, and from me personally, I'm out. Peace.